Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today, the Cubs enter play 18 games up in first place in the National League Central, facing off with Game 2 in Denver against the Colorado Rockies, who are currently 5 games over 500 and holding down the second wild card spot in the National League standings. For today's game, the Cubs are sending Aaron Nola out to the mound. He's making start number 24. With a 10-5 record, he has a 3.99 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP. Cubs lineup today will be Hoerner, Correa, Rizzo, Bryant, Harper, Santana, Amaya, Nola batting 8th, and Kane batting 9th. Trevor Bauer will be on the mound for the Rockies. He is making start number 23. With a 5-8 record, he has a 5.95 ERA and a 1.52 WHIP. The Rockies lineup today will be Daza, Arenado, Dahl, Story, Blackman, Rogers, McMahon, Gomes, and Bauer batting 9th. It is 79 degrees today, 1 mile up in altitude, and it is an 8 mph breeze blowing in from center. And now, the Cubs and Rockies are going to get today's game underway. Nico Hoerner stepping into the right-handed batter's box against the right-hander Trevor Bauer, who was on the mound for Colorado. Bauer has struggled so far this year. We'll see if the Cubs fare better against him than they did against German Marquez yesterday. Hoerner standing in, waiting for the pitch from Bauer. Here comes the delivery, and Hoerner grounds it towards second. His counterpart picks it up, throwing to first for out number 1. Next up is going to be Carlos Correa with 1 out, nobody on. Bauer working with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Correa, and he lines that one in the gap in right center field. That's going to be 1 hop to the wall. Correa heading for extra bases as he makes a big wide turnaround first, sliding into second safely with a 1-out double. So Correa standing on second, and the Cubs trying to grab the early lead here in the first inning. Rizzo now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Anthony Rizzo, and he lines that one down the right field line. That one's going all the way into the corner. Correa's going to score from second as Rizzo heads for extra bases. The Cubs are going to have back-to-back doubles, taking the 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Anthony Rizzo with the RBI double. That is RBI number 70 on the season for him, and it brings up Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant has been ice cold lately. However, he's looking to break out of a slump here in the rarefied air at Colorado. Bryant facing Bauer with a 2-strike count. And a check swing for strike 3. So that is second out of the inning as Bryant is not able to capitalize. I think the thin air might have gotten to him a bit. Brings up Bryce Harper. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bauer working. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch to Harper. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the strikeout brothers go back to the dugout as the Cubs take the 1-0 lead. We go down to the bottom of the first inning. And now Daza stepping up to the plate against Nola here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-strike count from Nola. He is looking for the sign. And here's the delivery. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Daza strikes out swinging. It brings up Arenado with 1 out, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Popped up behind first base. Rizzo going over. He looks up in short right field, making the play for out number 2. David Dahl now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. 2 balls is the count. Nola delivers the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Correa calls for it. And he calls off Hoerner, making the catch to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. The Cubs hold the Rockies scoreless. We go to the top of the second of a 1-0 ball game. Danny Santana leading off against Trevor Bauer here in the top of the second inning. Bauer with the first pitch to Santana. Here it comes. Grounded towards second. Picked up and thrown over to first. That is out number 1. Next up, Miguel Amaya with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count to Amaya. And he drives that one into straightaway center field. However, the center fielder retreating toward the warning track. Daza making the catch for out number 2. And now Aaron Nola is the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Nola swinging and grounding it up the middle. Shortstop has it. The throw over to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the second with the Cubs up by 1. Trevor Story leading off for Colorado in the bottom of the second inning. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Story. He grounds it toward third. Bryant has it, throwing over to first. That's out number 1. Next up, Charlie Blackmon with 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch to Blackmon, and there's a pop-up right center field. Chasing is Harper. He's called off by Kane, who makes the catch for out number 2. Brendan Rodgers now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-1 count. Here is the pitch to Rodgers. And a liner into left field. Chasing is Santana. He makes the running catch to end the inning. So the Cubs retire the Rockies in order. We go to the top of the third of a 1-0 ball game. Lorenzo Cain facing Trevor Bauer, top of the third inning. Cain, the number 9 batter, waiting for the first pitch from Bauer. And he drives that one high in the air to deep left field. However, plenty of room in the spacious outfield. And that is the first out of the inning. Nico Horner now comes up to the plate for the Cubs with 1 out, nobody on base. Top of the third inning. Cubs already up by 1. Here's a 2-strike pitch to Horner. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That was a cutter down and away, and Horner chased it for the second out of the inning. Carlos Correa now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count to Correa. Bauer with the delivery. A grounder toward first. Picked up and stepping on the base is the first baseman to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go to the bottom of the third of a 1-0 Cub lead. Aaron Nola working against Ryan McMahon here in the bottom of the third inning. Full count pitch. Nola delivers. Lined into right field. That's going to drop in. That'll be the Rockies' first base hit of this ball game. A single to lead off the bottom of the third inning, and McMahon now stands on first with Gomes coming up to the plate. 1 man on, nobody out. 2-1 is the count. Nola delivers. There's a grounder toward third, past the third baseman down the left field line. Cutting it off is Santana. He throws to the cutoff man. Looks like if that throw had gone directly to third, they might have had a chance at him. But that's going to be a double for Yan Gomes, and now the Rockies are in business with second and third, nobody out. Nola's got a jam to work himself out of. Trevor Bauer now is the batter. 2 men on, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning, Cubs up by 1. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And a liner past the third baseman in left field. That's another base hit. Throwing home is Santana. He's going to stop the second run from scoring. However, the tying run is driven in as Trevor Bauer gets the RBI single. This is a 1-1 ball game. Daza now the batter with Nola still pitching. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Daza waiting for the 2-2 delivery. Liner up the middle for another base hit. That's going to give the Rockies a 2-1 lead. Throwing to third is Kane. The throw is going to be just a little bit late, and the Rockies, with 4 straight base hits, now take the 2-1 lead in the bottom of the third inning. And Nola still has not retired a batter. Nolan Arenado coming up to the plate, and we're going to have to warm up a reliever. Logan Webb is going to get ready in the Cubs bullpen. For as sharp as Nola looked in those first 2 innings, he is struggling here in the third. Nola now working with a 2-strike count. And there's a pop-up behind third base. Bryant goes back. He makes the catch. That is out number 1. David Dahl now the batter with 2 men on, 1 out. Rockies up by 1. Here's the 2-strike pitch. And it gets away. That's a wild pitch. The run is going to score from third. The Rockies now have a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. So the run will be credited to the wild pitch from Nola. And now Dahl still facing Nola with a 2-strike count. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Nola does get the punch out for the second out of the inning. Next up is Trevor Story with runner on second, 2 outs. Story facing Nola here in the bottom of the third inning. 3 runs already in. 1-1 is the count. Story waiting for the pitch. And he drives it deep to left field. Trevor Story just put an exclamation point on that pitch as he gives the Rockies a 5-1 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. 387 feet out to straightaway left field. And now Nola has given up 5 runs in the inning. Charlie Blackmon is the next batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Nola working with a 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the inning is over. So the Cubs surrender the lead. It is now 5-1 in favor of Colorado. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Anthony Rizzo is leading off for the Cubbies. Logan Webb is ready to come in. I suppose if we send 6 batters up to the plate this inning, I would definitely pinch hit for Nola. We'll see how this goes. Rizzo waiting for the 2-2 count. Here comes the delivery. And he's hit by the pitch. So Rizzo taking his base. That's the 15th time he's been hit by a pitch this season. Chris Bryant now the batter with a runner on first, nobody out. Cubs down by 4. Here comes the pitch to Chris Bryant. And a liner up the middle, that's a base hit. Bryant beating the shift with a line drive single to center. Oh, and Rizzo going for third. He is going to make it into third with a sliding play, and now the Cubs have second and third with nobody out. Bryant actually on an alert base running move follows Rizzo and heads to second. So now Bryce Harper is the batter. With 2 men on, nobody out. Bauer facing Harper here in the top of the 4th inning. 1-2 is the count, and Harper swings and misses for strike 3. So Harper, trying to prove that he belongs in the rotation, records another strikeout. Next up, Danny Santana. With 1 out, 2 men on. Bauer facing Santana. Here comes the first pitch. And Santana pops it up on the infield. Coming over is the third baseman Arenado. He's called off by the the shortstop Story, who makes the catch for out number 2. And now Miguel Amaya is the batter. 2 men on, 2 out, top of the 4th. Bauer facing Amaya with a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the Cubs, after putting runners on second and third with nobody out, do not score. They strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th of a 5-1 Rockies lead. Brendan Rodgers leading off against Aaron Nola here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Nola's due to lead off the next half inning. I feel like we need to see if he can get through this. He's going to face the lower half of the Rockies lineup in the lower half of the 4th inning. Nola working with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder toward third, past the third baseman in the left field. That's going all the way down into the corner. Santana has it. He throws to the cutoff man. That's going to be a leadoff double as Blackman cruises into second with a stand-up double. Brendan Rodgers. Blackman made the last out in the last half inning. McMahon now facing Nola. We got to make sure Logan Webb's ready to come in. We're going to visit the mound. Logan Webb is ready to come in. I don't think there's any reason to continue to pitch Nola at this point. He's given up 6 hits and 5 runs already. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And we are going to go ahead and make a switch. Webb is going to come in to the number 7 spot and pitch, while Buster Posey comes in on the double switch to do the catching, and he will lead off the next half inning. So now McMahon facing Webb. Webb coming out of the bullpen has thrown 85 1/3 innings, walked 21, struck out 84 with a 3.80 ERA. Webb facing McMahon with a 2-2 count, runner on second. The runner on second is Nola's responsibility. Here comes the pitch. It's a pop-up to left. Chasing toward left center is Santana. He gets under it. The play is made for out number 1. Next up, Yan Gomes with 1 out, 1 man on. Webb working with a full count. Here's the pitch to Gomes. And it's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Webb gets his first strike out of the ball game. And it brings up Trevor Bauer. Bauer, who hit an RBI single his last time up, facing Webb with a runner on second, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. 1 ball is the count. Logan Webb delivers. And a pop-up, routine, medium depth to left field. Santana gets under it, and he makes the play to end the inning. So the runner is stranded. The Rockies do not score. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 5-1 ball game. Buster Posey leading off against Trevor Bauer in the top of the 5th inning. 1 strike is the count to Posey, and he lines it into center field. That's a golf shot that's going to drop in for a base hit. Posey really went down and got that one for the leadoff single here in the top of the 5th inning. Next up is Lorenzo Cain. Runner on first, nobody out. Bauer facing Cain with a 2-ball count. And Cain lines it into right field for another base hit. Rounding second and heading for third is going to be Buster Posey as Cain stops at first with a single. So the Cubs, again with back-to-back base hits leading off the inning, it brings up Nico Hoerner. 2 men on, nobody out. Bauer facing Hoerner. 2-2 is the count. And there's a liner down the right field line. That's going to drive in a run. That's going all the way into the corner. The speedy Cain looks like he's going to try to come around and score as Hoerner has an RBI double. Cain slides in safely. Hoerner with the RBI triple. And the Cubs have now made this. Oh no, he's out. Oh, Lorenzo Cain is thrown out at home. I don't know about that call. Cain can't possibly be happy with that. So, an RBI triple for Nico Horner. It's now a 5-2 ball game. Carlos Correa facing Trevor Bauer with one out, the runner on third. Top of the fifth inning. Cubs are now down by 3. Correa waiting for the first pitch. And he grounds it toward third. The run is going to be conceded as they throw to first to get the second out of the inning. So Horner scoring easily from third on that deep ground ball. And now Rizzo's the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. This is a 2-run ball game in the top of the fifth inning. Rizzo waiting for the 1-2 pitch. And he swings and misses to end the inning. So the Cubs get 2 back, making this a 5-3 ball game going into the bottom of the fifth inning. Logan Webb now facing the top of the Rockies lineup in the bottom of the fifth inning. Webb working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Jonathan Daza. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Daza is the strikeout for the first out of the inning. Nolan Arenado now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count to Arenado. And that is outside for ball 4. So the walk is issued. Arenado heading down to first. It brings up David Dahl. With 1 out and 1 man on, Dahl facing Webb with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Logan Webb with the second strikeout of this appearance. Third strikeout of this appearance, excuse me. Second of this inning, and it brings up Trevor Story. With 2 outs and the runner on first. Story facing Webb with a 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Webb gets the punch out to end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th with the Cubs down by 2. We are going to be warming up a different reliever. The pitcher spot is due up 4th in this half inning. And for the next half inning, who are we going to warm up? We're going to have Blackman, Rogers, and McMahon coming up in the 6th, which means that, you know what, we're going to warm up Jimenez to pitch to the 5, 6, 7 batters in the bottom of the 6th inning. So, Bryant leading off against Bauer here in the top of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch to Chris Bryant, and he grounds it over toward first. Off the end of the bat, the first baseman has it for out number 1. Bryce Harper now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Harper facing Bauer with a full count. Here comes the pitch. That is low for ball 4. Bryce Harper drawing the walk, which will bring up Danny Santana. Runner on first, 1 out. Santana facing Bauer from the left side. Here comes the 1-ball count and the pitch, and Santana lines it into right field. There's a base hit. Harper rounding second and heading for third. He is going to slide in safely as Santana heads to second with a double. So now the Cubs have second and third with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning, and it brings up the pitcher's spot. And this is where we are going to utilize the services of Jorge Soler. Soler coming in to pinch hit off the bench. He has 26 home runs, 63 RBIs, and a .256 batting average on the season. Soler facing Bauer in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out and the tying run on base. Here comes the pitch. 3 balls is the count. The pitch to Soler. That is a drive into the gap in left center field. That's going to drive in 2 runs. We have a tie ball game. Jorge Soler with extra bases. He's rounding second, and it looks like he might be heading for third. He'll slide in safely with an RBI triple here in the top of the 6th inning, and we are all tied up at 5 here in Colorado. So the Cubs mounting a rally, and they chase Bauer out of the game. Rondon now coming out of the Rockies bullpen. He has thrown 15 innings, walked 5, struck out 9 with a .360 ERA. Buster Posey now coming up to the plate for the Cubs. He was brought in the double switch in the last half inning. Posey facing Rondon here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Posey. Rondon looking for the sign. Here's the delivery, and he grounds it toward third. The infield was drawn in. Soler cannot advance and score. Posey's thrown on at first for the second out of the inning. And now Lorenzo Cain's the batter with 2 outs and the runner on third. Cain facing Rondon. Here's the 1-2 count and the pitch. And Kane swings and misses for strike 3. The Cubs do get 2 more and tie this game at 5 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And now, what we're going to see is Jimenez coming in. You know what we're actually going to do? We're going to put Jimenez into the number 9 spot. He is going to pitch. Soler, let's see here. Harper is going to stay in right. Soler is going to play left, and Santana is going to play center. And I realize that's not the optimal defensive alignment for this team, but we still have Mike Tauschman hanging out in the wings to bring into this ball game. So, Jimenez now facing Blackman to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. We have a newly tied ball game. Jimenez working with a 1-1 count. He is looking for the sign, and here is the delivery. And he hits him. Oh, Jimenez hits him, putting the go-ahead run on base with a slider, a 1-1 pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the leadoff man is on. Brendan Rodgers now is the batter. Rodgers 1 for 2 today. Facing Jimenez. Blackman over on first. Here comes the 2-2 count and the pitch. And a drive into the gap in right center field. That one is going to be off the wall. The center fielder, Santana, gets over there. He's throwing it into the cutoff man. That's going to be an RBI triple as the Rockies take a 6-5 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So now, Jimenez facing McMahon. We're going to have to warm up Liam Hendricks, because if Jimenez is going to get hit this hard, we really can't leave him out there to face the top of the lineup, or potentially even the pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot. Jimenez facing McMahon with a runner on third, nobody out. Rockies up by 1. Here's the 2-2 count and the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the fastball down. That's the first out of the inning. Yan Gomes now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Jimenez facing Gomes with a 1-2 count. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, so that's the second out of the inning. And next up is going to be Nick Williams, pinch hitting for the pitcher's spot. He has 7 home runs, 13 RBIs, and a .216 batting average on the season. So Liam Hendricks is ready. There's 2 outs and a runner on third. 1 run's already in. Jimenez, however, is going to get the chance to retire Williams and end this inning. Jimenez working. 1 ball is the count. Here comes the pitch. And it's a drive to right. That one is going to leave the ballpark. A 2-run home run, and Jimenez allows the Rockies to score 2 more times. That's an 8-5 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 395 feet down the right field line. So now, Liam Hendricks is coming in to face Daza here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hendricks working with 54 1/3 innings thrown, 11 walks, 74 strikeouts, and a 1.99 ERA. Hendricks facing Daza with a 1-ball count. 2 outs, nobody on. 3 runs already in. Here comes the pitch to Daza. And a liner into right field. There's another base hit. The right fielder, Harper, cuts it off. That's going to be a single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nolan Arenado now the batter. Hendricks working with 2 outs on the runner on first. Hendricks from the stretch, delivering the 1-1 pitch. And a liner into center field. There's another base hit. So Hendricks gives up back-to-back singles, and the Rockies now have first and second with 2 outs. David Dahl now is the batter. Bottom of the 6th inning. Cubs still trying to get out of this inning. 3 runs were already scored. Hendricks working with a 1-strike count. Here it comes. Lined into center field. There's another base hit. That's going to drive in the run. Oh no, the runner stops at third. They do not test Santana's arm. So the bases are now loaded with 2 outs, and it brings up Trevor Story. With the Rockies up by 3, Hendricks has given up 3 straight singles and needs 1 out to get out of this inning. He came in with 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Trevor Story. Hendricks delivers, and it's a pop-up to left. Coming over is Soler toward the line, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So the Rockies score 3 times. They leave the bases loaded. We're going to the top of the 7th of an 8-5 ball game. And now we are going to warm up Junior Fernandez to pitch in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nico Horner leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the 7th. Cubs down by 3 again, needing to stage another rally. Nick Vincent coming out of the Rockies bullpen has thrown 42 in the 3rd innings, walked 10, struck out 29 with a 4.46 ERA. Vincent with a 1-1 count facing Horner. He is looking for the sign, and here is the delivery. And a liner into right field, that's going to drop in for a base hit. A leadoff single for Nico Horner into right field to lead off the inning, top of the 7th. Carlos Correa now the batter. 1 man on, nobody out. Vincent facing Correa with a full count. And there's a pop-up to right. This is going to be plenty deep. The right fielder gets to it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Anthony Rizzo now the batter, and Alex Claudio coming out of the Rockies bullpen. Alex Claudio, rumored to be wanted by the Cubs at one point, has thrown 34 2/3 innings, walked 18, walked 15, struck out 18 with a 2.60 ERA. He's going to face Anthony Rizzo with 1 man on, 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Cubs down by 3. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And Rizzo drives into the gap in right center field. That's going all the way to the wall. Horner rounding second, heading for third. Is he going to try to score? The throw comes into the cutoff man. Rizzo stops at second with a double. Horner stops at third, and now the Cubs are back in business. 2 men on, 1 out, and Chris Bryant is the batter, top of the 7th inning. Claudio facing Bryant. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And Bryant lines it down the left field line. That's get past the third baseman down in the corner. 2 runs are going to score. Chris Bryant is going to have an RBI double, and this is an 8-7 ball game here in the top of the 7th inning. Chris Bryant coming through with a clutch RBI double to make this a 1-run ball game. And now Bryce Harper is the batter. With a runner on second and 1 out, Claudio facing Harper. Here comes the first pitch, and Harper grounds it past the first baseman down the right field line. Harper's going to head for second for extra bases. Bryant is going to score to tie the ball game, and now we have an 8-8 tie in the top of the 7th inning. Bryce Harper with an RBI double, and now the Cubs have gotten all 3 back. Danny Santana coming up to the plate. He's going to bat from the right side for the first time today against the lefty Claudio. He is 1 for 3 today. Santana up to the plate with a runner in scoring position, the go-ahead run, and 1 out in the top of the 7th. Claudio with a 2-strike count. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, so Santana goes down swinging for the 2nd out of the inning, and now Jorge Soler is the batter. With 2 outs and the runner on second, Soler facing Claudio here in the top of the 7th inning. Claudio working, and he is intentionally walking Soler to put first and second with 2 outs. And now Buster Posey is the batter. Top of the 7th, Claudio facing Posey here with the tie ball game at 8. Claudio working, 1 ball count. Here's the pitch to Posey, and he grounds it toward the third baseman, picked up cleanly and thrown over to first to end the inning. The Cubs strand 2. They do get 3 runs back, taking an 8-8 tie into the bottom of the 7th inning. And now Junior Fernandez is going to be brought in to face the 5, 6, 7 batters in the Rockies lineup in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fernandez has thrown 49 1/3 innings, walked 24, struck out 66 with a 3.47 ERA. He's going to face Ian Desmond, who's pinch hitting for the pitcher spot, to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Fernandez working. Here's the first pitch to Ian Desmond. Fernandez looking for the sign. And here is the delivery. And it's a pop-up to center. Santana heading over. He looks up and makes the play. That's out number 1. Fernandez now facing Rogers with 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the pitch to Brendan Rodgers. Fernandez with the delivery. And a grounder up the middle. Shortstop Correa has it. He throws over to first for out number 2. Next up, Ryan McMahon, with 2 outs, nobody on. Junior Fernandez working. Here comes the first pitch to Ryan McMahon. And it's a grounder back toward the mound. Fernandez has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Rockies retired in order for the first time in quite a while. We go to the top of the 8th of an 8-8 tie. And now Junior Fernandez is due to lead off. However, we are going to be warming up a reliever for the 8th inning, which is going to be Nick Birdie. Birdie has not pitched since the 22nd due to a sprained elbow arm injury. However, he is said to be almost completely healed now and eligible to pitch today. He's going to relieve Junior Fernandez in the next half inning. So, off of the bench, we're going to get Mike Tauschman as the pinch hitter to lead off for the Cubs. Tauschman, batting from the left side, has 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a .218 batting average on the season. He's going to face Scott Oberg, who has come out of the Rockies bullpen, having thrown 36 2/3 innings, walked 24, struck out 37 with a .589 ERA. Tauschman facing Oberg, 2-1 is the count. Tauschman standing in the box, waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. And he grounds it up the middle. Second baseman has it. The throw over to first, and that's out number 1. So Tauschman retired, brings up Nico Horner with 1 out, nobody on. Horner batting, waiting for the first pitch, and he grounds it towards short. The shortstop has it. He throws over to first for out number 2. Correa now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Oberg facing Correa with a 2-strike count. Oberg looking for the sign. Here's the delivery, and a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 8th of an 8-8 tie. Now, Tauschman is going to remain in the game in left field, which is going to slide Santana. No, it's going to leave Santana in center. And then Birdie will come into the number 7 spot and pitch. So, Birdie coming into this game has thrown 37 2/3 innings, walked 20, struck out 47 with a .263 ERA. Birdie is facing Yan Gomes in the bottom of the 8th inning. Birdie working with a 2-strike count. He is looking for the sign, and here comes the delivery. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a breaking ball in the dirt, and Gomes chased it for the first out of the inning. Nick Williams now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Birdie working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Williams, and that's strike 3 called at the knees. Birdie looking very sharp today as the second out of the inning is recorded, and Daza now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Birdie working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Daza, and it's a grounder towards second. Horner has it. He throws over to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs retire the Rockies in order. We go to the top of the 9th of an 8-8 tie, and now it is in fact time to warm up Edwin Diaz. Did Birdie get hurt again? He apparently struck out 2 through 13 pitches and got hurt again. So he's coming out of this ball game regardless. Oberg facing Rizzo here in the top of the 9th inning. Here comes the pitch to Rizzo. Oberg looking for the sign and the delivery. There's a grounder towards second. Picked up and thrown over to first. That's out number 1. Bryant now the batter. He's 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in today's game. With 1 out, nobody on. Bryant facing Oberg. Here is the first pitch. And Bryant pops it up on the infield. The catcher coming out from behind the plate, making the play for out number 2. That'll bring up Bryce Harper with 2 outs, nobody on. Oberg facing Harper in the top of the 9th inning. 3 balls is the count. Here comes the pitch to Harper. It's low and in for ball 4, so Bryce Harper drawing the walk. He heads down to first, and it brings up Danny Santana. Santana 1 for 4 on the day. Batting from the left side again against the righty Oberg with 2 outs, 1 man on. Oberg working with a 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 9th of an 8-8 tie. And now Edwin Diaz will be brought into this game The pitcher's spot is actually due to lead off in the next half inning. And Diaz coming out to pitch against the 2-3-4 batters in the Rockies lineup in the bottom of the ninth inning. Logan Morrison is out here pinch hitting. Why is he pinch hitting for Nolan Arenado? Did Arenado get hurt? No, he got subbed out for some reason. That's fascinating. So Logan Morrison pinch hitting from the left side against the righty Diaz in the bottom of the ninth inning. Tie ball game. Diaz trying to get us to extra innings. 1-2 is the count as Diaz looks for the sign and he delivers the pitch. And there's a liner up the middle. That's going to get past the shift into center field for a leadoff single. Diaz had a 2-strike count and he could not deliver. So now with a runner on first, nobody out, David Dahl is coming up to the plate. Diaz working from the stretch with the winning run on first base. Here's the 1-2 count and the pitch to Dahl. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That was a breaking ball down, and Dahl strikes out for the third time today. Next up is Trevor Story with a runner on first, 1 out. Diaz working, 3 balls is the count. Here's the pitch to Story, and he lines it toward the third baseman. The throw goes over to second, the relay to first, and that is a 5-4-3 double play. So Diaz induces the 1-hop grounder, which starts the double play and gets the Cubs out of the inning. We go to the top of the 10th. It's still an 8-8 tie. And now, Jairo Diaz comes out of the Rockies bullpen to face Edwin Diaz, but he's actually going to face a pinch hitter here in the top of the 10th inning. Thairo Estrada, the last man on the Cubs bench, is coming in to pinch hit to lead off the Cubs half of the 10th. And Tariq Skubal is going to be warmed up to pitch in the bottom of the 10th inning. Estrada facing Diaz. Jairo Diaz has thrown 43 innings, walked 18, struck out 54 with a 3.77 ERA. He will be facing Thairo Estrada, who has 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, and a 260 batting average on the season. Diaz versus Estrada in the top of the 10th of an 8-8 tie. Here's the full count pitch to Estrada. Diaz looking for the sign and the delivery. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. He chased a fastball down. That was definitely ball 4. But Estrada strikes out swinging. That brings up Buster Posey with 1 out, nobody on. Posey facing Diaz with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Posey. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Swung and missed it, a fastball in for out number 2. And now Mike Tauschman is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Diaz facing Tauschman with a full count. Here is the delivery. There's a grounder up the middle. Shortstop has it. The throw over to first, and Tauschman is retired to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 10th of an 8-8 tie. And now Tariq Skubal is going to come in. You know, does Estrada know how to play the outfield? No. I mean, he knows where the outfield is. He probably even owns a glove. But he's not playing the outfield. So we're going to leave Tauschman in the lineup. Skubal is going to come into the number 7 spot. He is going to pitch. Skubal coming into this game has thrown 79 2/3 innings, walked 26, struck out 101 with a 2.82 ERA. Skubal facing Yuli Gurriel here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Leading off for the Rockies, he is 4 for 13 with an RBI on the season. Skubal working with a 1-ball count. He is looking for the sign, and here is the delivery. And a pop-up to center. Chasing is Santana. He heads over and makes the catch for out number 1. Rogers now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Rogers facing Skubal. Here comes the first pitch. And a liner into center field. That'll be a base hit. Santana heading over. He cuts it off. That'll be a 1-out single. So with the winning run on first, Ryan McMahon comes up to the plate. Rogers over on first. We're going to do this pitch by pitch. We're going to throw over first and see if we can pick him off. He gets back easily. Here comes the pitch to McMahon. There's a grounder toward first. The throw goes to second. There is no relay back to first, however. The double play is broken up at second, so now there's 2 outs and runner on first, and Yan Gomes is the batter. And now McMahon is standing on first in the place of Rogers, who was forced at second. Skubal working to Gomes. Throw over to first again to keep him safe. They throw over, and he is safe. It looked like that was a pretty close play. Pitch to the batter now, see what happens. There's a liner into right field, but that is going to be foul. So that is a strike 1 on Gomes. Skubal now facing Gomes with a 1 strike count. And there's a liner up the middle. There's a base hit. Charging is Santana. He throws to the cutoff man as the runner stops at second. And now the Rockies have the winning run in scoring position. Nick Williams is the batter. He has a home run in today's ball game. He's facing Skubal in the bottom of the 10th inning with 2 outs and 2 men on. Williams waiting for the first pitch from Skubal. Here it comes. That's strike 1, a belt-high fastball at 98. And Skubal reached back and got a little extra right there. Skubal now facing Williams with a 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, a slider. He dropped it right in there. I think that had him leaning back a little bit off the plate, but the slider broke back over the plate for strike 2. And now Skubal facing Williams with 2 strike count, 2 outs. Here's the next pitch. And it's a drive to deep right field. Going back is Harper. I think he's going to run out of room. That is going to be the end of the ball game. The Rockies walk this one off 11-8 in the bottom of the 10th inning. So a 3-run home run, 434 feet out to the right center field stands, and Nick Williams ends the game on a 2-strike fastball in the bottom of the 10th inning. The Rockies getting 11 runs on 15 hits with no errors. The Cubs 8 runs on 12 hits with no errors. We see that the player of today's game is Nick Williams. He went 2 for 3 with 2 home runs in today's game. Coming off the bench, he pinch hit for the pitcher's spot about halfway through the ball game. So for the Cubs, Aaron Nola went 3 innings of 6-hit, 5-run baseball with 3 strikeouts and a home run allowed. Webb, Jimenez, Hendricks, Fernandez, Birdie, Diaz, and Skubal all pitched in this ball game. Birdie was injured again, and we do not have a update, but he is out this time. It looks like he's headed for the disabled list. The Cubs dropping to 69-41 as the Rockies improved to 57-51. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.